If your video's click-through rate is less than 2%, that means either the video is being recommended to the wrong audience or the video's thumbnail is not appealing. So if the latter is the case, this is when you should change the video's thumbnail. But before you do that, I will share with you what you shouldn't do with the click-through rate information later in this video. Hello guys, welcome back. If you are new here, you are also welcome. I want to quickly answer some frequently asked questions on this channel about thumbnail. So if you love this type of content and you want more, make sure you subscribe. So the questions are: how do I make my thumbnail? Which app do I use? And when should one change their thumbnail? So the main focus of this video is on the last question: when should one change their thumbnail? But before that, I will quickly answer the first two questions. Your video somehow will determine what the thumbnail will look like. You can grab a frame from the video and add some highlighted text. You can do some crop out and place it on another background, or you can use an entire image outside the video. It all depends on your creativity, and there are many more ways to do this. For the app I use Adobe Photoshop, and I know it is way advanced for most of you. I think Canva will be the best alternative. You can use it on your computer and your phone. It is easy to use and has a free version. Now to the main question. YouTube always gives you the exact number about your videos and channel's performance, and it's easy for you to find out what is working or not working. So some of us don't understand what click-through rate means on YouTube. It is the percentage of people who clicked your video after seeing its thumbnail. Here's an example. If 100 people see your video's thumbnail on YouTube and only 2 of them clicked on it, that is a 2% click-through rate. In other words, 2% of the people were interested enough to click on the video. If your audience is enjoying your video and the video is not getting enough views, you have to change the title or thumbnail. Now, how do you know your audience is enjoying your video? You can find this through the audience retention in the analytics. For example, let's say you have a 10 minutes video and the average percentage view is over 40% and the average view duration is over 4 minutes. That looks like an exciting video. But if you check on the click-through rate and the click-through rate is less than 2%, that means two things. Either the video is being recommended to the wrong audience or the title or thumbnail is not appealing. So if the second is the case, that means the thumbnail is hurting the video's growth, and that is when you should change the video's thumbnail. Your video's title and thumbnail are what attracts more viewers to your channel. And if your thumbnail cannot entice people to click on your video, then it's time to change them. See it from this point. If your video is so interesting that YouTube recommended it to me to watch, and I keep ignoring it because the thumbnail is not appealing to me, that is, the thumbnail is not representing the actual value I will get from the video, that is the beginning of the decline of that video. Because the algorithm understands that I will enjoy the video, but the thumbnail is not appealing to me and I keep ignoring it. And the more similar audience like me keep ignoring that video, the algorithm might learn that people of the same interest as mine will not be interested in the video. Then the algorithm will stop recommending it to them, and that is when you will notice a drop in the video's impression. So check the video's average percentage view. If it is over 40% and the click-through rate is less than 2%, it will be best to change the thumbnail immediately with a more appealing one. Then check back some weeks later to find out what has improved. Even if you are convinced that you need to change your thumbnail, you need to consider these few tips. Don't make a decision of changing your thumbnail without enough data. Make sure you have a substantial number of impressions before you make that change. Secondly, avoid checking your click-through rate immediately after you upload a video. Allow your video to breathe for a couple of weeks or even months before you make that change. If the change in the click-through rate are not significant, it is normal. So there's no need for you to change your thumbnail. So you can only change your thumbnail if the change in the click-through rate drops drastically. Also, the traffic source might create a difference in the click-through rate rather than the title or thumbnail. So what this means is that if your video was getting more traffic from suggested videos and all of a sudden it starts getting more traffic from YouTube search, there may be a drastic change in the click-through rate. So all these are what you need to check before you make that conclusion to change your thumbnail. Let me know in the comments what app and device you currently use to create your thumbnail. And if this video was helpful, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and also share it to reach other creators. So if you want to know how many times you should be uploading on YouTube, watch this video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.